Hello, my name is Mesuli, and I'd like to tell you a story from the Book of God. And the title of the story is The Cost of Following. And the story goes like this. Jesus continued to teach about the kingdom of God, that the time for God to rule as king had come. Many people were interested in the miraculous things that Jesus was doing. He healed the sick, he cast out demons from the people, he even fed multitudes of people. Jesus began to send out his closest followers to share the good news and to heal people. But Jesus began to share with his followers that the kingdom of God was not what they thought it was going to be. He said to his closest followers, I am going to suffer many things, be rejected by the religious leaders, and be killed. 3 days after I've died, God will cause me to live again. Jesus continued to teach about and to proclaim God's kingdom. He also had some difficult things to say to his potential followers. He said to the crowd, if anyone wants to come and be my follower, you will need to forget about yourself, pick up your cross, be ready to suffer and die to be my follower. What good is it if you own the whole world, but you lose yourself? There is a cost to be a follower. And so some days later, Jesus decided that it was time to go to Jerusalem and face his sufferings. And as they made their way towards Jerusalem, a man in the crowd said, I will be your follower and go everywhere with you. And Jesus said to the man, wild animals have holes to sleep in. Even birds have nests, but I have no regular place to sleep. Jesus said to another man, come follow me. And the man said, I will, sir, but after my father dies and I bury him. Jesus said to the man, let the spiritually dead bury their own dead. You must go and tell about the kingdom of God. Another man said to Jesus, I will be your follower, but first let me go and say goodbye to my family. And Jesus said to the man, anyone who looks backwards whilst is plowing a field is a person who wants to go back to their former way of life. He can do no useful work for the kingdom of God. And so Jesus and his followers continued on their journey to Jerusalem, all the while sharing that the time for God to rule as king had come. And that is the story of God from the Book of God.